There are only blue cubes, There are only blue cubes, yellow cubes and green cubes in a bag. There are twice as many blue cubes as yellow cubes, 4 times as many green as blue. Hannah takes a random cube from the bag. Work out the probability it takes a yellow cube. Wow, this one is very, very, very nasty. Okay, so let's start by writing them as ratios. So if we look at blue to yellow, the ratio is this, well, there's 2 lots of blue as there are yellow. So I'm going to put that as a ratio. I'm using a different colour. A ratio of 2 to 1. So twice as many blue as there are yellow. There are 4 times as many green cubes as there are blue cubes. Well, let's stick with our ratio here as 2. There are 4 lots of that are green. So 4 lots of 2 is 8. Okay, so all I've done there is 4 times as many green, and I just use it as a ratio because we're just looking at ratio. You can do it however you like. So 4 lots of 2 is 8. Hannah takes a random cube from the bag. Work out the probability that she takes a yellow cube. Well, if I look at my ratio here, I've got 1. So it's got to be 1 out of something. How many are there all together? 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 1 out of 11. Question 20. Rotate the trapezium 180 degrees about the origin. Label that new trapezium A. I don't have any trace. I'm useless. I haven't got any tracing paper with me, so I'm going to try and do it with just a piece of paper. So triangle T, no, trapezium T. If I try and draw this here, here we go. This, obviously you're going to be using tracing paper. And it says rotate it around the origin. Now the origin is here, this big O, this origin, right in the middle. So if I put that back to where it was, which is here, and I put a big cross on the origin, it's asking me to rotate it 180 degrees. So if I stick the pen on the origin there, and I rotate it, I've got, oh, it doesn't want to rotate very well. There's 90 degrees. So 180 degrees would put the trapezium just here, and I'm going to try and draw this a little bit, and hopefully that's gone through. Yeah, pretty much. Obviously you're going to use a ruler and a pencil though. So you can see there that I just used the paper, rotated the paper, and there's my new trapezium. Okay, translate trapezium T by the vector -1, -3. Okay, so I'm going to take 1 point, which is this one here. It doesn't matter which point you go for. -1, which means 1 backwards. And -3, if it was positive, it would be up. But it's negative, so it's going down by 3. So 1, 2, 3. So, oh, that's not it. That's it there. This point is now here. Let's take another point. Let's do this one in pink. -1. -3, so this point is here. This one, -1, -3. This point, -1, -3. And you can see that my trapezium is starting to take shape. Label that new trapezium B. Oh, that one should be A, shouldn't it? Okay. Question 21. Okay, now we know that when we're looking at indices, we need to add the indices to get this number at the end. So 3 plus what gives me 9? The answer is 6. And if you put 3, you've made a really, really, really common mistake, because we tend to think that it's just multiplying, but we add the indices. Question 21b, we're very, very good at this. What we know is that to get this indice here, when we've got brackets, we multiply. So 2 times by what gives me 10? The answer must be 5.